Conversation with Trinese. I'm your host, Trinese, and today's special guest is one of the members of the Monopoly family, Bronx native hip hop recording artist M.O.U.F. So, hey, how you doing?
What's good? What's good? Sorry for the tardiness.
It's no problem. Okay, so before we get into your current music, can we kind of backtrack into the beginning of your musical journey? Kind of like what got you inspired and influenced into even beginning to rap?
Um, my brother, we lived in the Bronx, and my brother used to lock me in his room and make me listen to him DJ. When I was a kid, like he says, my mother would work two jobs, didn't go to school, so she was never home.
Mm-hmm.
So my brother, the Bronx is like home of hip hop.
Yeah, exactly.
It all started with DJing and all the breakdances. So my brother, he used to lock me in his room with his two turntables and just go crazy. And I used to listen to it. After a while, I just started liking it.
Mm-hmm. So what made you want to rap instead of like doing being a DJ or something like him and following his footsteps?
Um, I mean, all the people I was listening to rap, I'm like, I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I could do that. And it took me a while. It took me a while to do it. Like I didn't start doing it till I moved out to Long Island. But I
Mm-hmm.
always had a love for it. So when I heard like uh KRS-One and all of them, I'm like, I fell in love with hip hop. But to start doing it myself, what made me start really writing and getting into it was like Nas Effects, Redman,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, I can do that too.
Oh, so it's Redman because of being on Long Island? Because that's really like no one really mentions Redman as like a big influence. So what's about him like stood out to you?
Redman's been my favorite artist and will always be my favorite artist. I mean, he's from New Jersey. He will always be my favorite artist. He's just I don't know. He's just authentic, man. He never copied nobody's style. To me, he never copied nobody's style.
Mhm.
He stayed one way, and his bars is just he just give it to you, give you him.
So is that how you kind of started your flow, like kind of mimicking, or it was just you always had your own kind of persona already locked down?
I kind of like him and like DOS effects. When I was younger, I liked them too, and I'm like, I tried that style. Even. I'm like, nah, this is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So I just was trying, just putting words together, not really knowing what I was doing, and just putting words together, just going at it, going at it.
Mhm. So when did it become hip hop became more than just a hobby for you? When did it become like a full time? This is what I want to do.
Um, I gotta say when I mean, I used to run with a group. I used to run with a group, and we didn't like we was doing it, then we wouldn't do it. We was doing it, then we didn't do it.
Mhm.
And one day I rapped in front of God bless the dead Craig Mack.
Oh. Mhm.
Yeah, I rapped in front of Craig Mack, and my partner he froze up on me. He froze up on me, and I'm like, yo, bro, rap, like, what are you doing? Like, he just froze up on me, like, and the more beats Craig Mack kept putting on, I just kept going, kept going, kept going. And Craig Mack was with one of his friends, and the dude was like, yo, son, it's nice, bro. Like, yo, you need to grab him up. So Craig Mack told my man, the guy that was managing us at the time, he told him, yo, listen, I'm gonna come back here tomorrow,
Mhm.
and with one of my, with a beat, and we're gonna jump on the track with them. He did us dirty, he never came back. He never came back, so I felt some sort of way. So really, like after that, I'm like, all right. I said, okay, that just made me start going crazy with it. Like, all right, I'm gonna see you again. And when I do, I'm gonna be up. It's gonna be my turn. You know what I mean? God bless the day though. You know what I mean?
Mhm. So you're part of the Monopoly family, and I interviewed Rockwell, so he's a super dope guy. And how did you guys become a like this? I guess you're not a group; it's just a part of y'all are all under the same label. How did y'all like kind of band together though? Because y'all are from different parts of New York, right?
Yeah. Rock is from Rock is from Brooklyn, but me, John Jiggs, and Nam Nitty, we're all from Long Island.
Okay. Hmm.
So we've all seen each other through this underground circuit, running into each other, running into each other, running into each other. And Jiggs is the one that actually put it together. He came at me like and said, I'm starting like I want to start a group of all the Long Island MCs, like, and we rush this industry like Wu-Tang did it. And we call it Monopoly Family. So believe it or not, it was a whole bunch of us. Like, it was a whole bunch of us, but you know, I go like egos come into play, and you know, all right, let me just say this real quick. The problem with New York, and I only see it in New York, it could be happening in other places, but I don't see it. The problem with New York and why we can't get it right, I'm going to say get it right because I keep seeing it in New York. We're too cocky for our own selves. Our egos won't allow us to help each other. That's just what I see. Meaning, if you go to the South, them guys help each other out. They put each other on tracks with each other. Hey, if I'm popping right now, yo, come in on the song, let's do the video. You know what I mean? They push each other. In New York, I'm not buying your thing. I'm nicer than you, bro. So that's why it's so hard. So when Jigs came with this, I'm not that type of person. If I like your music, I like your music, bro. I'm gonna support you. Let's do it.
Right.
And that's how he felt when it came to my music. He's like, I think you're a dope artist. I want to start this group. So we started it. It was probably about like 10 of us. And then immediately just everybody fell off. And it was only 3 of us. It was just me, Jigs, and Rockwell. We just brought Nam along maybe about a year, 2 years, about a year and a half ago. A little more than a year and a half. So that's how we've been rocking it.
So how long have y'all been together since everyone fell off and it was just, well, y'all 3 to begin with?
We've been rocking since probably like 2018.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, even 17 or 18. 17 or 18. Yeah, no, I'm lying. Probably like 16. Yeah, probably 16 or 17. We've been rocking.
And you guys, y'all are like real lyricists. So how important is it to you to keep that going? Because now it's so much easier to get a hit with like something just, catchy. So how hard is it to kind of stay in your lane and like be like true to you instead of switching up?
It's hard to a point where, like, if you're trying to follow a trend, if you're trying to follow a radio trend, then that's different. You know what I mean? If you stick to your craft, I mean, I guess it's pretty easy if you stick to your craft, but it's harder. For me, I'm gonna say this from my point of view, it's harder for lyricists, even though lyrics is coming back. It's harder for lyricists because people's attention spans are so short. I mean, so it's like it ain't back when you could hear something and be like, "Oh, you heard what he said? Rewind that. You hear what he said?" People listen more to now. Can I make a dance to that? And how does the hook? That's what most music of the music on the surface, like the Hot 97s or the 106s, that they pump that in your ear, push it in your ear. Listen to this, listen to this, listen to this. And that's what it's about. So being a lyricist now, it's pretty hard, even though it's coming back, but it's hard because you want to, I'm not gonna say you want the fame, but you want that bread. You're doing this as a craft, it's your art. You want to get paid. So it takes a little longer.
So since you guys are a group, but I'm assuming you guys push each other because like I know you guys have a couple of tracks with all of y'all on it. Has there ever been a time you got in the studio and you heard either Jigs rapping or Rockwell's and you're like, oh, I gotta come better this time on my verse?
Oh yeah, it's always friendly competition.
That's dope.
Always. It's never not friendly competition. You know what I mean? So every time when you hear us on songs, we're trying to
one up.
Yeah, heavy. And it's fun. It's fun. It's like how they said, "Still sharpen still." It's fun.
Right. Yeah.
It's fun. It makes you. And what it does is when somebody else asks us to feature on their song, we know. Trust me, you better come with your A game because if you got one of us on your song, it's gonna be a problem.
So I saw some of your videos of you freestyling. Did you start in underground rap or were you always just trying to be a recording artist? Battle rap
Yeah.
or anything?
You know, it's so funny. People ask me, they can text me, yo, so why don't you go to the battle rap circuit? I'm like, I take things too personal. So I ain't got that much patience in me. You talk about my mama, my kids, this, that. You know what I mean? Like, nah, we gonna move some furniture on that stage. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't just taking that lightly. And I know it's just battle rapping.
Yeah, but they say some personal stuff.
Listen, what? I watch all of them. I
Yeah,
watch
what's
all the battle
the
rappers.
main one called?
Oh, the URL, Smack DVD.
Yeah, yeah. They say some crazy stuff.
They talk about your mama, your daughter, your friend getting killed. They just, but it's, you know what I mean? And that right there. I can't just be like, all right, it's battle rap. Nah, I take that shit personal, man. Like, I'm ready to fight. So I'm just like, you know what? I'd stay in my lane over here. You know what I mean? Y'all do what y'all do. I'm gonna do what I do, man. That's
So,
it.
your first album was Daybreakers in 2021?
Oh nah, I got so much music, man. It's wow. I got my first ever album I did with one of my matter of fact, I just dropped a single featuring my one of my good friends, like a brother to me.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, there you go.
So how did that go? Because it really is like a conversation. So how was that developing the rap? Because you really are going back and forth and feeding off of each other.
That's my first partner when I first started ever doing music.
Oh, so it was natural.
Yeah, we did a song like that probably about uh 14, 15 years ago.
Oh, okay. Wow. So you've been
And
really doing this like a long time.
yeah, he retired. He retired. I mean, he had stopped rapping. And what happened was I had got locked up in 2011. I did 4 years. I came home in 2015. And my mentality was this is my last shot. So if you go back to 2015 when I got released, if you look at my probably my Facebook, I know that you can scroll down if you hit the years. If you look at from like 2015, 16, I was going crazy, literally. And before that, my first album, it was me and my man that's on this Let's Talk About It.
Mm-hmm.
That was me and him. Then after they wasn't taking it too serious, but I always kept taking it serious after that. I dropped another album called what was that? What was that? Yeah, what was my album? Matter of fact, my first single album was called Let's Talk About
So it came
It.
from
Word.
the circle.
Yeah, it was me. It was me as my man drew it as a cartoon. Word. It was a cartoon character of me. So that was my first ever by itself, and I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm like, yo, I really can make an album. Oh shit! Like, I really can make an album.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I made a mixtape called "You Hear It."
Mm-hmm.
That's when the mixtapes era was going crazy. After that, "You Hear It" mixtape, I made another mixtape called "Destination Long Island."
Mm-hmm.
Then I made another one called "Destination Long Island 2." Um, then I got locked up. Came home 2015. I made a CD, well, a mixtape called "Our 16 Yard to Death." I took all the old beats, throwback beats, and just rhymed over and rhymed over.
Mm-hmm.
So in 1 year, in 2016, I dropped an album called Broken Silence.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped a mix CD called "At 16 Yard to Death," and I dropped a DVD of me running up on people rhyming.
Mm-hmm.
So in that year, 2016, I dropped three projects.
So going back to all of your like body of work, and now I see like you guys are like touring everything. So how does it feel to be like getting that recognition or feeling the love from, people rapping your songs back to you after you put in all of that time and work into it?
It's actually mind blowing.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually mind blowing. It's fun. It sets a fire up under me. Like, okay, you really got supporters. Yeah, you know what I mean. You really got people that like your music. It's not a game no more. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
really got people that buy your music, that support your music, that fans and all that. It's really, it actually feels good.
Mm-hmm. So you talked about how you like kind of just spit out these albums. So what is your writing process like? Are you just going in there with like just a clean slate, just going in there and just saying what's on your mind, or is there any planning into it?
Um, it's crazy because I used to be like that. I used to sit in the studio all day, beats, it's rhyme, beats. Now it's a different process. As you get older, you got different responsibilities.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So now it's like I write my rhymes, and if I'm in the car, I play some beats, and I start writing them in my head, right in my head. I used to be like not write nothing down and just write a whole fucking song in my head, and then I go in the
Mhm.
studio lay it down. Now I write it down because I got so much going on. I'm like,
Mhm.
damn, I forgot that bar, man. I started off the song, damn. So now my process is riding around in my car, playing beats, and then writing it. And when I get like a good five, when I get about 5, 6 bars down, I write it in my phone
Mhm.
so I don't forget it. So now I'm like, all right, cool. Now I got that. Let's go.
Mhm. So being from New York, and there's like an overflow of people who want to be a rapper in New York, I'm sure. So how do you stand? Yeah, how do you stand out in a city like that?
That's a that's a hard question. It's a hard and easy question, and I say that because I know me and I know how I sound, and I know what I bring to the table when it comes to music. I know what I project and what I do. The hard part is exactly what you said. Everybody's rapping. Black, white, Spanish, green, purple, young, old, Chinese, man, women. Everybody's rapping.
Mhm.
So to stand out, I don't know. That's what I mean by New York is tough, man, because no one gives you a chance. You know what I mean? You gotta really like, how they say sometimes you gotta pay to play. So it's hard. You know what I mean? It's very hard. It's very hard to get to certain areas. Or a lot of times you gotta know somebody, but even then you're gonna end up paying something.
Mhm.
It's no more of, yo, he's nice, let me put him on.
Yeah, like there's no more like you just said, like how Nas and Jay-Z were real lyricists and like they were pumps, but now it's like that's not what they're looking for.
Yeah, that's not it no more. They're not. It's not no. Oh, yo, I heard this dude. Let me bring him over to this label, or let me bring him over here so this person can take him to a higher level. It's no. It's really. I mean, I don't see it no more.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't see it no more. And I know me personally for the team that I'm with, I know we got it.
Right. Yeah, because you
I mean,
hear a lot of stories like from back in the day of people saying like I had him spit for my man or whatever, and like that's how he got on. But it's like now, no, you gotta have a song to get
yeah.
high. Yeah.
And you don't hear that no more. Like, yo, I brought him to such and such, and he spit for him. That's how he got on. You don't
Yeah.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Hmm. You gotta go
Nowadays,
viral.
yeah, like nowadays it's uh yo, how, somebody say how much you want to pay me to get on your song, or not even how much you want to pay me to spin your song.
Mhm.
Like I don't. It's so ugly with that right now. It's people scamming. Like so many DJs, fake DJs in my inbox. Yo, it's crazy. Like, and they all start off with the same thing. It's, yo, fam, I heard your music. You nice. Yada yada. I'm like, I appreciate it. Then they go into, yo, if you want some spins on such and such station, we got different kind of packages. I'm like, bro, number one, you're lying. Okay, this is a whole scam right here. Because 9 other DJs have started with the same thing. You know
Right.
what I mean? So it's like it's crazy, man. But when you run into a real DJ, you most likely paying them.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean?
Is
You
that
most
just
likely
a New York thing or is that all over?
in New York. In New York, it used to be like the DJ have a hot song and break the song. You know what I mean? That's what it used to be like. DJ hear a hot song, like, oh, I'm playing this. This joint is tough. That's why God bless the dead. Like K Slade used to do that.
Okay.
K Slade used to do that. If he heard a hot song, like, you know, K Slade was breaking songs and giving people chances at some point.
So how do you kind of combat that?
I guess you got to just keep doing what you do and keep pushing. I mean, the internet is like a great tool. I mean, it's good and bad. Let me say that. I'm not gonna say that. It's good and bad, but you got to learn how to work that social media. You got to learn how to work that internet. You got to learn how to work it in. You don't need these DJs now. You don't need labels. You don't need nothing. Like, you can make a song right now and put it on the internet, and it could reach millions of people.
Right.
So you don't need them now. So you just got to know how to use the tools of that internet, know how to get your music in front of the right people on the internet, use these ads, use whatever you got to use on the internet, and do what you got to do. If that's your target and that's your aim to really make it in the music industry, you got to use that internet.
And other than your newest single, Let's Talk About, anything else coming? Any features, or do you know when your next album is going to drop?
I was kind of like holding back on doing albums because this is just me again, how I feel, how I'm looking at it, and what I'm seeing through my eyes. If you're not a big name, Drake, Kodak, Beyonce, Nas, Khaled, Jada, if you're not one of them, it makes no sense to drop an album. Because
even their albums aren't really selling. Like, they might be streaming, but they're not, physical copies are not selling.
And even with streaming is 0.0003 of a penny. It's not even a full penny.
So you guys don't get any type of nothing from that.
This is what I'm saying. So only way you're getting money off streams if you're a big name artist where you're getting a million streams. Then it's worth it for you. You could drop an album. Otherwise, drop an album for what? That's a lot of good music going to waste.
True.
I'm not in this to just run around my neighborhood and like, yo, I got an album out. You can stream it. What? Why? For what? What is that doing for me? I'm a rapper. I got an album. You can stream it. Man, get out of here. I don't care about that. My grandma can make an album, put it stream it. You know what I mean? Put it right on Spotify. Hey, grandma, you on Spotify? You streaming? You know what I mean? Like, so me, I've been trying to like stick to singles, hoping a single will catch.
Okay, and then they'll look at your old catalog and yeah.
Exactly, because from what I'm seeing, a lot of underground guys, they're not dropping albums. They're not. Perfect example. Shout out to Gorilla Nims with the Bang Bong song. Bang Bong, that song. You don't have an album, but that single did okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? That single did okay. You know what I mean? I think when what's that kid? Jack Harlow. I don't think, do he got an album, or he might have just dropped the album? But when he first came out, he didn't have no album. He dropped the single.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, singles is for these artists coming up. It's single. Unless you're a big name, established artist, and you got that. You got that following. Yeah, you could drop an album and your streaming to be worth it because you're gonna get 1 million streams. 1 point, yeah, you can get a check.
Right.
You could do that. Kanye West, you could do that.
Because even if they don't sell, they'll still be talked about enough.
You understand what I'm saying?
So
you
go
do
ahead.
that. Yeah, you could do that. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I don't have no million fans. I don't have that many fans where it's worth me to put out an album. Just to put out an album, to say I got an album out. And I'm not, like a lot of these guys now, man, like, they'll put on Facebook and Instagram, oh, I got 41,000, congratulations to me, I got 41,000 streams or 50,000 streams or 70,000 streams. A lot of that's cap, bro. Like you paid for that. That's cap. You know what I mean? You paid for that. Like you pay for those. You ain't, it's not authentic. You pay for those. Anybody, that's like a blue check on Instagram. I could get one right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Verified. Look, I'm verified, everybody. Ha ha, I'm finally verified. But I got 21 likes. What? What? That doesn't even match, bro. Like, what? Nah, man, I'm not doing that. I like my shit to be authentic. And a lot of people hit me in my DM like, yo, son, you got to play the game and this, that. I get all that. I hear you, but I don't know. That's just not me.
Yeah, but how long is that even going to last? Like, the truth is going to come out.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like I just said, people have a check by their name, and bro, you'll have 21 likes and like 2 comments. Like, wait a minute. Nah, bro, that doesn't go together like that. It doesn't happen like that.
So what are your social media handles and everything so we can check you out?
Instagram, it's M.O.U.F Music, M-O-U-F Music. That's on Instagram. Facebook is M.O.U.F Music page. Or you can hit my Stay Down Entertainment page. I got my own label, SDE, Stay Down Entertainment. Stay Down Entertainment 1120 on Instagram. I'm everywhere, man. You can punch me up on YouTube, m.o.u.f. I'm everywhere, man. I got so much music out. Before I put out Daybreakers, I put out Move Over You Finish album, m.o.u.f. I put that out before Daybreakers. Then I put out Daybreakers. I got music on Monopoly Family page. Those are my brothers. Check their site out. Shout out to John Jiggs, Rockwell, nominating those are the bros. Yeah, I'm all over. Punch me up anywhere. I'm all over. I come right up.
Before I let you go, I just came up with this little game, and you can like tell me if it sucks or not, because this is my first time doing it.
Oh, man.
Since you're from New York, I made it New York based. So I must say some rap lyrics, and you got to tell me what it's from. Since you're like saying you're from that era, I'm gonna test your knowledge.
No.
All right. So I'm gonna start with an easy one. All right. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub.
50 Cent.
All right. You passed that one. Here's the next one. It's the Bronx, of course. Recognize the accent. One of the last living, still in action, general assassin. Catching any wreck, blasting any tech, smashing any chest, passing any test. Charles Manson in the flesh. Any last request before you meet your maker?
Big Pun.
What's up? Oh, okay, you do know. All right. Next, the next one. I am the truest. Name a rapper that I influence. Give y'all chapters, but now I keep my eyes on Judas. With Hawaiian Fame, keep my name in his music.
Nas.
All right. What song?
Ether.
Okay. All right, you got him. All right. I used to prove phases, roll dice with no aces. Now I'm just included in the oasis. Gotta take faces, no time for car races. Check my sky, tell I got 5 pages.
JayZ?
Nope.
Wait, hold on. Don't say it. Cameron?
Nope.
Yo, I know that verse.
You get one more. I give you one more try.
Yo, if you say it, I'm gonna be so mad. I know it. Oh God, oh God. Is it Fat Joe?
Nori.
Nori. I knew it. I'm like, yo, I knew that. Oh man. Damn.
All right. All right, this off like you should get. Dabbed in crazy weight. Without rap, I was crazy straight. See, you already know it ain't.
Oh, you already know that. That's whole.
Yeah. All right, if you get this one wrong, you're canceled.
You're canceled.
Okay. If rap is your only hustle, go find you another focus. See all the type to clown on the internet for promotion. They fake it to make it. Hope for someone to come and notice, but I was up in FedEx doing my own posters.
Wow. Wow. Is that camera?
It's John Jiggs.
Wow. You said you ain't good. You said he's gonna give me my own bro. Like
Yeah,
that's
that's why
crazy.
if you miss this one, you're canceled. You gotta know this, right?
Because I'm thinking outside the, I ain't thinking I'm not thinking inside my set, my crew. Oh, she called me. Yo, that's crazy. So you
All
called me a
right, yeah.
garbage.
Are you on one more to redeem yourself?
Yeah, give me one more, man. You can't
Okay,
do
this
that.
one.
Thinking outside the box, man. It's
Okay, this one is the last one. You should definitely know this one. For every rhyme I write, it's 25 to life. Yo, it's a must. In Gats we trust. Safeguarding my life. Ain't no time for hesitation. That only leads to incarceration.
Prodigy.
What do you say?
Prodigy.
Yeah, shook one.
Yeah, shit one. Prodigy.
All right, we could end on that one.
You caught me off guard with that other one. I'm thinking all the other New York rappers, like the ones that's like outside of, you know what I mean? They
But
think
you
about
should
us.
know your man as soon as I say, you should be like, yeah, I know that one.
Caught me off guard, man. It's like being on Family Feud right now.
All right, it was nice talking to you. I'll let you go.
I appreciate the interview. Anytime, just hit me up. I'm here, man.